your job is an elaborate process that you need to put a lot of thought into. Even if you don't have something lined up for you when you leave your present job, good financial planning can make it so that you don't really need to. In this video, we discuss the financial considerations you need to make before quitting your job. Stick around to learn how to do it the right way. There are a number of reasons why people might quit their jobs, even though inexperienced professionals might think otherwise. Let's go ahead and discuss a few of them. For one, it has been proven that the best way to advance professionally is to switch jobs. Even though you might stay at one place and offer your dedication and loyalty for years on end, you might not be rewarded as you expect and as you deserve. And so, to get what you deserve, the most logical thing is to change jobs. You will have a significant increase in salary and benefits than what promotions would have earned you. Another reason you might want to switch jobs is in search of fulfillment. Many people don't find their dream jobs right out of the gate and might have to grind for a while before it comes to them. But then, once they find it, there's no reason for them to hold on to their old jobs anymore. Do what you love, and you'll never have to work a day in your life. Achieving a great work-life balance is also a reason to quit your job. Sometimes you can have a great job with great benefits, but unfortunately, it might leave you no time for your friends, yourself, and your family. Work-life balance is a very important thing. After all, you weren't born to work and just die. You need to find time for other activities. There's so much more to life than just working. And so, when your job doesn't give you the chance to explore the finer things in life, it might be time for a change. These voluntary reasons for quitting aside, you might also be unceremoniously fired from your job. The reasons for this are so many that we won't even bother getting into it. It may have been for a good reason or for a bad reason. In any case, you will have to move on. If you're smart enough, then you might have some preparations in place for a random job termination like that. Those preparations will follow along the lines of emergency funds, passive income, financial investments, flat savings, and insurance. These are things that any financially intelligent person should have covered no matter what. They will take care of any unforeseen situations which arise. If you aren't holding onto a job for passion, then you're doing it for money. And so, when that source of income is snuffed out, you need to make sure you have a backup. What about when you quit your job intentionally? What financial requirements must you have in place? Well, they aren't too dissimilar from what we mentioned before. However, let's do a more elaborate analysis of these things. Before you quit your job, even if you have a good reason, you need to be looking towards the future. Do you have a job already lined up, or will you be looking for a new one? Depending on the answer, the sort of preparations you need to undergo will be different. Let's dive in deeper. So, let's say you already have a job lined up. First off, congratulations. This means you've already done the cost-benefit analysis of switching jobs. This means what your new job is offering is significantly better than your old job, either directly or indirectly. So, when leaving your old job, you need to do it in the appropriate manner. Make sure you give your job appropriate notice before you do. Make sure you involve your loved ones as well, particularly if they are going to be affected in one way or another. You want to make sure the break is as clean as possible, and you don't give any reason for your old employer to come for you legally or financially. On the flip side, let's say you don't already have a job lined up. This is a more complicated position. In this case, do you have a plan to find a job? What kind of job would you be looking for? Would your present skills and experience be enough to win you that job? Will that new job offer you more than your present job? These are all things you need to consider. Then, you need to create an estimate of how long you expect to be unemployed and make sure you have enough funds to cover that period. If not, you might be getting into a really sticky situation. Make sure that after leaving your job, your quality of life isn't altered significantly. Depending on your workplace, you might be entitled to a severance package to make this easier, so look forward to that. If you have any other sources of income, then these should help you stay comfortable. If not, then make sure you save up before you pull the plug. The key thing is to make sure that if your sole source of income is a job, you find a replacement as quickly as possible. Ideally, you should start your job search even before you resign. Otherwise, Make sure that all your job-seeking materials, such as a resume and a cover letter, are in place. The job market is really tough, and this surprises people who haven't had to look for a job in years. Coming to the end of this video, we hope you've learned much about the financial considerations you should take before quitting your job. Quitting your job might be essential at times, but it doesn't have to be financially messy. Well, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy the video. If you want to learn more, then check out other videos on this channel. We have a large catalog of content intended to keep you informed and engaged. Until next time, have a good day. Catch you later.